Welcome to the third grade play, The Great Cave Pot Tree, written by Lynn Cherry. Our class has been studying the tropical rainforest. Tropical rainforests are located around the equator. Tropical rainforests are home to more than half of the world's animals and plants. There are plants and animals in the rainforest that haven't been discovered yet. It is always hot and humid there. The tropical rainforest has two seasons. A green season when it rains every day, and a dry season when it rains only a little every day, and some days not at all. We are losing the rainforest fast. Every year, tropical rainforests the size of California are being cut or burned down. People are clearing the land for cattle ranching and cutting down trees. Like our cave pot tree in play, if we continue to lose this much rainforest land, our kids in our class will be 48 years old when they are all gone. Two people walked into the rainforest. Moments before, the forest had been alive with the sound of squawking birds and howling monkeys. All now was quiet as the creatures watched the two people and wondered why they had come. The smaller man stopped and pointed at a great cave pot tree. Then he left. The man took the axe that he carried and struck the trunk of the tree. Whack, whack, whack. The sounds of the blows rang through the rainforest. The wood of the tree was very hard. Chop, chop, chop. The man wiped off the sweat that ran down his face and neck. Whack, chop, whack, chop. Soon the man grew tired. He sat down to rest at the foot of the great cave pot tree. Before he knew it, the heat and the hum of the rainforest had lulled him to sleep. Two boa constrictors lived in the cave pot tree. They slithered down its trunk to where the man was sleeping. They looked at the gash the axe had made in the tree. Then the huge snake slithered very close to the sleeping man and hissed in his ear.
This is a tree of miracles. It is my home where generations of my ancestors have lived. Do not chop it down.
A troop of monkeys scampered down from the canopy of the great cave pot tree. They chattered to the sleeping man.
Senor, we have seen the ways of men. You chop down one tree, then come back for another and another. The roots of these great trees will wither and die, and there will be nothing left to hold the earth in place. When the heavy rains come, the soil will be washed washed away, and the forest will become a desert.
Two macaws flew down from the canopy.
Senor, do not cut down this tree. We have flown over the rainforest and seen what happens once you begin to chop down the trees. Many people settle on the land. They set fires to food in the underbrush and see the forest disappear.
Two bright and small tree frogs crawled along the edge of a leaf. Two more butterflies gracefully flew down from the canopy layer.
Senor, our food is in the canopy. Without the sweet smelling fermenting fruit, the canopy what would we be? Our world would be less colorful without the shimmering shades of blue and green fluttering by.
Two bright and small tree frogs crawled along the edge of a leaf. In a squeaky voice, they piped in the man's ear.
Senor, a ruined rainforest means ruined lives, many ruined lives. You will leave many of us homeless if you chop down this great K-pop tree.
Two jaguars had been sleeping along a branch in the middle of the tree. Because their spotted coats blended into the damp light and shadows of the understory, no one had noticed them. Now they leapt down and padded silently over to the sleeping man. They growled in his ear.
Senor, this K-pop tree is home to many plants and animals. If you chop it down, where will I find my dinner?
A tree porcupine swung down from branch to branch.
He whispered to the sleeping man.
Senor, do you know what the animals and humans need in order to live? Oxygen. And Senor, do you know what trees produce? Oxygen. If you cut down the forest, you destroy which that gives us all life.
An anteater climbed down from the K-pot tree.
Senor, you have no thought for the future. You know what happens tomorrow depends upon what you do today. The big man tells you to chop down this beautiful tree. He does not think of his own children who tomorrow have to live in a world without trees.
The three-toed sloth began climbing down from the canopy when the men first appeared, only now to reach the ground, plodding ever so slowly over to the sleeping man. She spoke in her deep and lazy voice.
Senor, how much is beauty worth? Can you live without it? If you destroy the beauty of the rainforest, on what would you feast your eyes?
A child from the Yanomana tribe who lived in the rainforest knelt over to the sleeping man. He murmured in his ear.
Senor, when you awake, please look upon us all with new eyes.
The man awoke with a start. Before him stood the rainforest child, and all around him, staring, were the creatures who depended upon the great cave pod tree. What wondrous and rare animals they were. The man looked about and saw the sun streaming through the canopy. Spots of bright light glowed like jewels amidst the dark green rainforest. Strange and beautiful plants seemed to dangle in the air, suspended from the great cave pod tree. The man smelled the fragile perfume of their flowers. He felt the steamy mist rising from the forest floor, but he heard no sound, for the creatures were strangely silent. The man stood up and picked up his axe. He swung back his arm as though to strike the tree. Suddenly, he stopped. He turned and looked at the animals and the child. He hesitated, then dropped the axe.
This tree is home to many plants and animals. It gives oxygen to animals and humans. It is a food chain. The tree grows high and strong to hold other plants. The plants give shelter to animals. I really wanted to get some money for this tree, but when I get out of this hot rainforest, I'm calling my boss and quitting.
And walked out of the rainforest. Our class has 2 songs and 1 poem to sing and recite for you.